Hello trader, welcome back to deeppocketsforex. We'll be giving you our weekly forex focus. This is NZDCHF. Just as we'll focus on this previous week that we're expecting price from here to give a drop, breaking previous low. Just as you're seeing, that's exactly what we're getting. We got this drop here breaking this previous low, and from here we can expect price to either give a slight corrective structure here, then move up, breaking previous high and breaking previous high. Also from here there's also a chance that structure can follow this route. We can get one more drop which would be expected to break this previous low before heading up, but the direction is up here. Anywhere around this area or this area, price should be moving up to break this previous high and to break this previous high here. That's on NZDCHF. This is NZDJPY. Now you all remember for NZDJPY we had this previous week, and then expectation was to get a corrective structure here, then price can start pushing lower. That's still expected, even though from here, from structure, price can still move up to slightly break this previous low, then give this drop here, This drop here is expected, so you have to get this drop this next week, and if price by any means from here moves up, breaking previous high, that's not an expected structure. Actually it will be a change of structure, and if we get price moving up to break this previous high and this previous high, you should then expect price to push lower like this, but barely breaking this previous low. Then we can have one more up again to break this previous high that was created here. So that's on NZDJPY. Price this next week is expected to push lower, slightly breaking this previous low just like this. Then from then we'll give you the expectation of what's next. That's on NZDJPY. This is GBPUSD. For GBPUSD, just that we expected this previous week, we expected this corrective structure to complete, then we said we'll be expecting one more up here, structure showing one more up, and from this previous week we had expected this up move from here, but just as we were saying, price moved up, and then from here price pushed up to expand this corrective structure, but from here price can still push up, breaking this previous high here and breaking this previous high here and breaking this previous high here like this, all the way up, breaking this previous high, and then that's when price can push down. Here. Not that it's impossible for price from here to just give a corrective structure like this, then drop. So if you meet a corrective structure here, if price gives a correction here, you can expect price to push lower like this. All the way up to this area. So that's on GBPUSD. We're expecting price to move up impulsively like this, but if you realize the corrective structure here, then you should know that price is expected to move down like this, breaking this previous low all the way down to this area. Then from here we can assess what's next. This is NZDCAD. Now for NZDCAD, this is what you should expect. You see how price is moving. You should expect an up move, breaking previous high, and then from here price can push lower, breaking previous low, and breaking previous low, just slightly breaking this previous low here. You can expect price to push up to around this area, then from here you can expect this up move. Here, and this up move that you should expect, it's going to be similar to this up move here. So that is what you can expect based on structure. That's what structure is showing. What to expect: this up move, breaking previous high, then we can have a drop, breaking all these previous lows here, and then from here we can expect price to push up similarly to this up push. You can expect the same movement here. That's on NZDCAD, and if you like to take advantage of this, you can catch it. Also, if we get this up move here, you can be able to catch a sell from here and sell all the way from this area. This up move here is a risky to trade, because any time from here price can also decide to not follow this route, then down. Actually from here it's possible that price can push down to this area. Right from here price can push lower, so to break all those previous lows, and then we have this up move, this one similar to this one here. That is what you can expect on NZDCAD. This is EuroCAD. Like we said this past week, we said we're expecting price to move up like this, but you can see that it's still playing around here. So based on how price was unfolding here, we're able to get this last down push here, and then if we get price breaking this previous low, you can expect later then for price to start moving up, but as of now price shows that it's not yet ready to start pushing up, so we'll just let that pass. So if you were looking forward to trading Euro CAD, you might as well just let that pass and then focus on pairs that are clear to trade. This is NZD-USD. Now for NZD-USD, this past week we had price pushing like this, and then we say that we're expecting a corrective structure, then price to start moving down like that. So based on this structure, the down move that we're expecting price to push lower impulsively, but how price is unfolding here, it shows that we might just get a slight corrective structure, then maybe drop here, and then this can just price can move up to this area. Then from here we can decide based on what's happening here if price will push up or if price will push lower. There's a possibility that price may push lower to slightly break this previous low, then that's when price can continue up, all the way up. And the up move, based on how price is unfolding, the up move that we might get from this area, it looks like it may be impulsive, similar to this one. You see how this up move is, we can expect that somewhere here, if price or if it heads to this area, we can expect a price to move impulsively here. That's on NZD USD. This is USD JPY. Now for USD JPY, based on what's happening here, you can expect a drop here. You can expect a drop here, breaking previous low, and then from here you can expect price to push up all the way up impulsively, breaking this previous highs. That is what you can expect on USD JPY from now on. You can expect this drop and then be looking for an up move here. If you know to trade this drop, you can go for it, but this drop might not take place just from here. It might we might get price pushing up slightly, breaking this previous high, then we get this drop breaking this previous lows, then from here, from around this zone, actually it's a zone, it's not actually a point, from this zone then we can start pushing up like this. That's what you can expect on USD JPY. Just as it was forecasted this previous week on Euro GBP, that we can expect price to push up like this. This is Euro GBP. Now for Euro GBP, just as we forecasted this previous week, we say that we're expecting a corrective structure here, and then the correction, we said it can correct upwards, or it can just be a pivot. It can just be a pivot here. This is Euro GBP. Now for Euro GBP, just as we forecasted this previous week, we're expecting a bigger corrective structure here, then price can start pushing lower. But based on what's happening here, this correction, it looks like it's gonna be an advancing correction, meaning we might get an up move here, breaking previous high, and then get a drop here, and this drop still would be part of this correction. It will just be advancing and becoming a bigger correction. Then we have this up move, so all this would just be one big corrective structure. All this will just be one big corrective structure. And when it's completed, later on it's completed, we might have price pushing lower all the way, breaking previous low and breaking previous low, continuation to the downside. That is what we are focusing on Euro GBP. But this drop here is going to happen later, after all this takes place here. That is what we are focusing for you on Euro GBP. This is GBP CHF. Now you all know that GBP CHF was forecasted to give this drop here, and you can see that this past week we had this, and then we had price continuing downwards. All this was expected and this was forecasted. Now you can see that price is pushing lower all the way down to this area now. So from here, two things can happen. We can either have a corrective structure or a pullback, then price can give one more drop here like this, all the way down to this area. That is what we can expect on GBP CHF. All this down push, this was expected and then this was forecasted. So let's move on to the next pair. For GBP CHF, if you are currently holding a sell here, you can manage your trade, but from here we can expect either a small corrective structure, then one more drop here, then price may start pushing up. And this up move, maybe it may not just be an impulse up, maybe it may push up then correct like this upwards, bigger correction, then we can decide what's next from then. But as of now, just know that from here we might get a corrective structure, then one more drop. This is CAD-JPY. Now for CAD-JPY, just as we had said this previous week, we're expecting price to give a corrective structure, then push downwards, then maybe get another corrective structure, then push downwards. That is what we're expecting on CAD-JPY. This is USD CHF here, USD CHF. From USD CHF, from here, we say two things could happen. We can have price pushing up all the way up, slightly breaking this previous low, then give a down move, or from here we can have price push all the way down, following this direction here, all the way down to this area. So from here you can expect price to continue downwards, or this might just have been manipulation downwards, then price can push up like this, then give this drop. So if you're currently selling, or you should manage your trade here, because there's a possibility price can go up. And if you are looking for a buy, here, you can be alert for that, to look for a buy all the way up to this area. So just be careful, because there's a chance we might continue lower, and there's also a 50 chance that we might push up. Now for AUD/NZD, structure clearly shows that there's a drop here. There's a drop that's expected to break this previous low. So this is what you can expect here. You can expect price either to push up then lower, or right from this area price can push lower like this, breaking previous low here, or price can give a corrective structure, then up move to break previous high, then give this down move. This down move is expected here on AUD/NZD. You can expect this. So this is the structure that we're expecting, and this will just be one big corrective structure. Then later from here we can either have another correction and then lower, then up like this. So that is what you can expect on AUD/NZD. This is GBP/JPY. Now for GBP/JPY, just as we had said this previous week, we're expecting price to push lower, and you can see how price is unfolding. Price is unfolding as a corrective structure. So this might mean that from here we might be looking for price to continue higher. This next week. So be on the lookout. If you are currently selling, just be careful, because from here we might have price pushing lower to break this previous low, or we might have price pushing up, break previous high, then give a drop here, then from here we might push up, and we might break previous high, and break previous high. Price might continue all the way up like this. That is on GBP/JPY. This is EUR/USD. You all know that for EUR/USD we focused at this. We say that we're expecting price to push lower based on structure. Now you can see we had up, down, up, then price down, breaking previous low, and breaking previous low here, just as we're focused at. So from here you can expect price to either give a corrective structure then continue lower. You can expect that, or you can expect price to pivot here all the way up, breaking previous high, then this drop is needed. We need a big drop here, a big drop. It's expected, and we can also get it from here. After getting this corrective structure, we can expect this drop from this level here. That is EUR/USD. Lastly, this is gold. Now you all know that for gold, this previous weeks we focused at a drop. We say that we're expecting a drop here like this. We said it's expected, so you can expect this drop. Here on gold. So from here what you can expect is maybe just a corrective structure here, then price may push lower, and the down move is expected to break this previous low here, may push lower, slightly breaking previous low, then we can assess what's next from here. That is on gold. We'll be giving you updates on what's next as it unfolds.